This is what you get when you boot up your computer, a brand new yet controversial start screen. Microsoft dubs their new user interface as Modern UI, previously known as Metro. This is obviously full screen and immersive as they call it, and one of the main design aspects was to create a unified interface across your tablet, desktop, and your Windows Phone. Let's take a look at some essential applications, and you should get even more when Windows 8 goes retail. Starting off with simple things, like mail. If you've used Outlook.com, you should feel right at home in this app. On the left, you can see your default mail folders like in any other email app, and on the right, you have the inbox in this case, which shows a preview on the very right of the application. You can easily create a new message or reply to an existing one by using the buttons on the top right of the app. Right-clicking on any blank spot in the app reveals more options, like to manually sync it, pin it, move it, and mark the message you're reading as unread. The Finance app shows you the latest finance information, pulling its info from Bing Finance. If you scroll horizontally, you'll see things such as your current watch list, more news, rates, and advertisements. Right-clicking here allows you to click on favorites and select one that you want to track or access more things such as currencies and best of web. The People app is a hub where you can connect your social networks like Twitter and Facebook and get updates under the What's New section, and can message people, which will bring you to another app called Messaging, which does exactly that. This app allows me to show you an essential feature in Windows 8 called Charms. To access the charms, put your mouse in the top right corner and pull it down. From here you can access additional options. For example, if you want to add additional accounts like LinkedIn in this case, you would go there and add them. It's also a good place to share if an app allows you to. The Weather app shows you a nice overview of the weather using Bing Weather. It uses your location, if you allowed that while setting up Windows 8 like shown here, and by scrolling horizontally, although a bit unusual, gives you more information about weather, like the hourly forecast. You can add places manually if you'd like, by right-clicking and selecting Places, then just add the city you want. The Messaging app integrates with the People app and allows you to easily send messages as it works flawlessly with Facebook and of course Microsoft's own Live Messenger. In this case, I'm going to send a message to a Swedish friend of mine to show you it works perfectly. The Internet Explorer app allows you to browse the web with IE10 in full screen, like any other app. It's quite fast to launch and surprisingly fairly fast when browsing sites like YouTube, Twitter, or Naked Security by Sophos. I'm not going to show you how browsing works because you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't know how to do that already. All I can say is IE10 is a vastly improved version when compared to IE9. The Store is a new app allowing you to easily look up any app, see details, and reviews, and also screenshots. See on what platform it's supported, and just hit and install, and you're done. Updating the apps is also done through the Store. SkyDrive allows you to see your files that are stored on the cloud, but it's very useful if you have pictures in the cloud. But since I don't have any, there's nothing much to show here. The Calendar app allows you to sync it with Outlook, Google, Holiday, and Facebook birthday calendars. But besides that, it's just a regular calendar. The Map application incorporates Bing Maps and shows you detailed mapping quite accurately. Here we can see the streets of New York City quite nicely. The Photos app allows you to see photos from multiple sources, like your library on your PC, devices you plugged in, Facebook, Flickr, and SkyDrive. The Sports app allows you to see news about sports from multiple sources, see schedules, and add your favorite teams. The News app just shows you the news from multiple sources. The Music, Video, and Games apps are part of the Xbox suite, if you will. The Music app, replacing Zune, will allow you to stream music like Spotify, but for the first 6 months. After that, you'll have restrictions and you'll be able to get unlimited streaming, but you can also buy songs like you normally do. More information on this is available at xbox.com/music. The Video app lets you view trailers and get movies, just like the Games app lets you buy games for Windows 8 and allows you to play titles for Xbox using Xbox SmartGlass. More info at xbox.com/smartglass. The Bing app allows you to do basic searching but shows a really nicely designed search results page, especially if you're looking for images. The Travel app lets you see popular destinations and get a 360 view, as they call it, in which is something similar to Street View for certain cities. The new modern UI has a control panel on its own, allowing you to change and customize your start screen with a moderate amount of patterns and colors to pick from. You can also log in and trust the PC you're on to sync all your settings across your PCs. Now for the traditional desktop. The Start button is gone, and so are the gadgets and the arrow transparency. You get 3 themes to begin with in the personalization options, there are new mouse cursors, and sounds available, and Windows Explorer has been renamed to File Explorer, and also now has a ribbon. There is a new feature called File History, allowing you to save backups of versions of a particular file, and the modern control panel can now let you refresh your PC, aka reinstall it without losing data. It's quite fast in a lot of areas, especially the boot up times and the price. It should be around $90 and $70 for the upgrade version. Lowest prices from Microsoft so far, which is quite nice to see. That's about it for this short review, and that rounds up the major changes in Windows 8. Thanks for watching.